I would have liked to see the old world as it was before the comet. Over there.
I'll get you. You won't get away from me.
I'm attacking. I would have liked to see the old world as it was before the comet.
Leave the Thames behind and discover the heart. Come to the boy. Come to Ignadon and discover the truth. This is me, Kermit, broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all the free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness. Over there.
We are sorry. This decision was not easy.
About these components.
Yes?
I have the sensor module.
Then we are a step closer. The cleric who sent me to do this will be pleased.
So, you're a cleric?
Me? I am a... what's the word? An advocate.
So we'll need to take these components back to Ignadon?
Perhaps. Or to Tavar. It's all very secret. But I can locate the cleric that sent me. When our mission is complete, I can give you the coordinates. But please remember, this is a secret mission. It was a legate from the Hort that sent me, and he is very knowledgeable. It is my honor and my duty to serve him.
Something isn't right about you.
What do you mean?
Most people remember the name of their god.
God? What god?
The god of the clerics?
Oh, yes. In Cal Urn we trust. All clerics believe in Cal Urn. You must speak to my legate. I must follow his instructions. He is a cleric legate from the Hort Monastery.
Sure, whatever you say. I have the miniature Elex battery.
An example of how Elex has revolutionized technology. We might not have the resources our ancestors did, but look what the clerics have achieved since.
We should thank the clerics for the albs?
Technology is not moral or immoral. People are. The clerics are not to blame for the albs.
You seem pretty certain about that.
Cal Urn's will is to help all through technology. So my legate says. So you will learn when you see him.
Sounds like Kalan has it all planned out.
Excellent. I'm attacking.
No. Too easy.
I'm attacking. As you wish. This dome is truly a masterpiece of technology.
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the city without an entry permit.
It would be good if you could let us in. We're eager to see the city. I've heard it's a fascinating cross-section of society.
Then I'd better keep you out for your own protection. You're gonna last 2 seconds if you babble like that to the outlaws in there.
Where can I get an entry ID?
You can't. We're full. We're short of supplies. So the decision has come down to close the gates. The full allocation of entry IDs has been given out, and we have instructions not to let anyone else in. Those outlaws have us stretched enough as it is. I'm not saying you're working with them. But until law and order is reestablished, we can't risk any more undesirables joining up with them. You'll have to wait till all this is over and done with. Say, there's a bunch of others who can't get in who've taken up residence in some houses near here. Why don't you join up with them?
Have there been any Alb attacks here recently?
With Zakor on our northern border, there are always Alb troops coming through on their way somewhere, but they don't seem to be attacking us here for the moment.
But have you heard anything about Alexiters traveling through Abessa?
Yeah, I have now that you mention it. Alexiter Calyx was reported to have headed north with a few combat units and a troop of mechs.
Alexiter Calyx. So he's been promoted. Tell me, how long ago did Alexiter Calyx head north?
A few days ago. They must be back at the Ice Palace in Zakor by now. What's with the interest in Alexiters? You go chasing them, you'll just find trouble. And I don't want them tracing that trouble back here.
I'm asking so I can avoid them.
Don't treat me like a rookie. You sound like someone who wants a showdown. So let me give you a warning. That approach is gonna get you and anyone close to you killed. You might be sneaking, but I can see you.
Hey, you've been out in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. He's called Ray. He's an outlaw with a big mouth on him. Bit of a waster. You haven't met him.
No, I've not met anyone called Ray.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
What's it worth?
If it's a real lead and not troll crap, then I'll pay you a decent reward for the information. But don't think you can go lying to me and making up where he is. I'll know a lie if I hear it.
The old world is truly fascinating.
So annoying. So annoying.
You think you can get a hold of a decent set of Alp components? I can find some shards to cover that.
If someone hears that.
Get something to... Welcome to the camp of the impure, where the poor souls barred from the city stand and wait for the Alps to kill them.
I want to get into the city. Can you get me in?
Have you tried to get in yet?
Yes, I went to the gate.
And? You got turned away, right?
I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Okay. I can offer you a way to get into the city, but it's risky because you might not get out again. At least not if they confiscate your ID.
Why won't I be able to get out?
All right. I just hope things don't go the same way they did with Cooper. The clerics have shut the city up tight. They won't let anyone who doesn't have a valid ID through the gate. Not in, not out.
Why would the clerics stop people leaving the city?
They're stopping them meeting up with us. That's what I heard. Paranoid assholes. Anyway, we're off the point. You want in, right? And I can give you a counterfeit ID that will get you in. But, once you're inside there, I need you to go and take an ID card to Cooper. That way he can come back out again. Like I say, I can get you in, but I also need you to help me out. You good with that? Does that sound like a deal?
Deal. Give me the ID, and I'll meet Cooper.
Good. Right. That's the plan. Long term. You see, Wick has all the blank IDs. So before I can get you an ID, I need you to get me Wick.
Where is Wick?
Well, that there is a good question. You see, he's been gone for a while. He'd gone over to the ruins to see if there was anything worth scavenging there, and hasn't come back. You should look for him over to the northwest if you're in a hurry to get into the city. Just look through all the houses. He should still be there, scavenging.
There are reasons for us to come together.
Most of them annoy me. All of them annoy me.
Over there.
gift to all. But not all is beauty out there. Amongst the wonders lies danger. So remember, don't just carry a weapon. Train how to use it. Plan your journeys to avoid the areas inhabited by the beasts of Magdalene. And find safe places to stop. After all, not all of Kalan's creatures are helpful in...
Initiating combat.
After all, not all of Kalan's creatures are helpful and friendly as Herbert. This is me broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
As you wish.
After all, not all of Kalan's creatures are helpful and friendly as Herbert. This is me broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness. Give us a kick, a lift, a high. But they also cloud your mind, distort your thoughts and poison your body. Leave the chems behind and discover the high that saves your brain. Come to the Horde. Come to Ignadon and discover the truth. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all the free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
How are you?
There is still so much. We could learn much from these ruins.
Yeah, you just can't find those these days. I am going, all right?
Wick is dead, but I found the ID cards on his body.
Dead? Shit. I told him whatever was there wasn't worth the risk. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap together. Ah, well, give me the blank ID card. I'll work it up for you now. So, done. 1 fake ID ready to go.
Give me the counterfeit ID.
Okay, wait a second. Your image has to be added there first. So, done. Here's your ID. And this is the ID for Cooper. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, or see you handing this over. And do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too long as it is. We don't need him being held, or worse, turned into a vegetable by the suggesters.
Those creatures need dealing with.
Are you serious?
No. I can't believe that. Yeah, I think I'm done here.
Halt! Not a step further. No one is allowed into the...
I have an entry.
Really? And you were here asking about getting ID before. So tell me where you got...
It's a counterfeit.
A fake? Then it's a good one. I normally spot those right off. Well, I'll have to confiscate this. But what to do with you now? Seeing as you played it straight with me, you get lucky. I'll issue you with a valid ID. Just make sure you take this fake straight to Eric when you get inside, right? And that's not a request. Oh, and there are some rules I need to tell you before you enter. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody but the technicians is allowed access to them. That sort of security is why we need to keep a rein on fake IDs. So take that fake straight to Eric, okay? Anyone you meet in the city who hasn't got proper documents, report them to him. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together, and we keep the city secure. That's what was laid down by the Great Council of Mag. And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility for guaranteeing the city's independence. That means everyone is welcome here, until they cause trouble. So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you adding to their workload. And that's it. You may pass.
I heard you hold people prisoner if they can't prove their identities.
Of course. Need a valid ID to enter or to leave. It's important we keep the right balance here, and that we can hold people accountable. We've worked hard to keep things running here. Anyone who...
Do you think I didn't notice what you were doing?
What do you want? Do you back the clerics here, or do you want them gone?
I'm for the clerics.
You think they bring security? That they protect us? They say they're here to keep things safe, to keep order. But it's obvious they want to drop their neutrality and extend Ignadon's control into Abessa. Not allowing anyone in or out of the city. That's just the start of it. You think that's because...
The Albs are more of a threat than the clerics.
Executions, converters, torture. Believe me, I know all about that shit. But those guys are only interested in Elex, and as far as I know, there isn't any more here in the city than there is elsewhere. So why should they show any interest in attacking a fortified position to get it, instead of sweeping up all there is out there?
The Albs want all the Elex. All of it, no matter where it is.
We won't get in their way. We don't want Elex. They have to see that. They'd be attacking us for nothing. No, it's the clerics.
Hunter sent me.
Why didn't he come himself?
He was afraid he wouldn't be let out of the city again if he was caught.
You mean he was afraid the same thing would happen to him that happened to me? Fuck it. At least the suggesters haven't found me yet. Did Hunter give you something for me?
Yes, I have something for you.
Thanks. I was starting to think that I would never leave this stinking cleric-infested dome.
That was remarkable.
Hey, you!
Let me guess. I'm not allowed into the upper quarter?
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. I just have a question for you. You got here recently, right? I just want to know what things are like outside the dome.
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just the calm before the storm. So they pass us by,
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it. Then we built it together. My name is Eric, by the way. Chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and technicians who oversee them.
I have a forged ID for you.
Are you trying to get me angry? Let me guess. Gregor, the dome guard, sent you. I told him 1,000 times I'm not responsible for these things. Alois is the city's supervisor. You should report such matters to him.
Go on, go and play Gregor's messenger boy.
I will take the ID to Alois.
Ah, no, it's all right, it's all right. Just give it here. I'll take care of it. Shit, I'm sorry I bit your head off. It's just, I've got to... Hey, you.
Let me guess.
What? You got... I just... So they... Calam... My... Chief... Let me... Alois...
I will take the ID.
Ah, no, it's all... Shit, I'm sorry, I've got enough to deal with without getting... But Gregor keeps sending me... If there's trouble with the I have enough to deal with. Still, please, take your... I'll check...
Am I crazy, or is our generator power fluctuating?
The B-Series was never very reliable.
Find someone else to talk to.
That's the technicians.
Parts.
Yes? Is there something urgent? I have a lot to do, as you can imagine. This city does not run itself. So, please excuse me if I'm short with you. This city is made up of a whole mass of confusion. Everyone looking for a new start. No one able to forget their past. They need a leader to hold things together.
You're in charge here?
Well, let's say that I'm the person holding all these threads together. There's no ruler here, we all work together. Everyone here wants something. Whatever you're searching for, it will only add to the list of demands we already face. And providing for the people we already have is a logistical challenge. That means to accommodate everyone we're on strict rations, and those rations have to be earned.
I can imagine.
How are things here in the Dome City?
Tense. The battles out there are always reflected in here. Tensions run high if the outlaws attack the clerics, or the clerics attack the berserkers. And there's always the fear of an alb invasion. Those tensions drive greed, anger, and fear. There is war out there, and here your shards will be stolen from your hand if you aren't careful. It's like the world has gone crazy.
Isn't that typical behavior for people?
For those without faith, those without rules or purpose, people lack perfection. That is reserved for our God. Only when we emulate him do we stand a chance of understanding what true harmony looks like. But I digress. Maybe it would help you if I tell you how things are. The Berserkers have lived more and more reclusively ever since the Pilgrim went into his retreat. The outlaws are more organized now the Duke has taken power, and the Alb separatists seek shelter with us to escape the powers in Zakor. All told, very dark signs that we'd face another global catastrophe. And here we are, in the middle.
Is there something I can help you with?
If you want to help, there is something that has to be taken care of quickly. You must have noticed that the mood is very heated here. One more issue, one wobble, and everything we've held together here will fall to pieces. One of my people has reported that the outlaws are expecting a weapons delivery. The last thing that this city needs is more weapons. And who knows who the outlaws will sell them to. I want you to intercept this delivery and bring it to me.
About the outlaws' weapons delivery. You've been using informers to try and catch them?
Of course. Information is key to keeping the peace. But there are always things you miss. And missing things leads to nasty surprises. And I'd rather be the one dealing those out than receiving them. Particularly when it comes to outlaws. Are you going to show me that you are the exception?
I'll take...
Good. Get her talking and hope that she brings you in on her plan. Take these shards. You may need them to buy yourself some trust. You'll have to find Paige yourself. She's a...
Contact?
Apart from the fact that she's one of the out... As soon as you get those weapons, or any information, just make sure you bring them to me.
What do we have here? Fresh meat?
Well, it's pleasant to meet you as well.
Pleasant to... Are you mentally stable? How did you get the guard to let you into the dome? I'd watch out. They're probably trying to recruit you. You wouldn't be the first to come here looking for shelter only to end up bowing down to Kalan. However you got in, you're going to find it even harder to get out. The clerics are a little jumpy at the moment. You might say paranoid. So, when they do let someone in, it does make me wonder who they are and why the clerics thought letting them in was a good idea.
If it's so hard to get in, what are you doing here?
I got in before things got so paranoid. And I came here for profit, of course. Lots of nervous people close to the Albs tend to be willing to invest shards in their safety, you see. And getting hold of supplies is hard out here. So, if you can get them, you can sell them for a high price. Well, that was the plan. Now, the clerics have stopped me trading and cut off all the supplies.
Where do you get your goods from?
Mostly directly from Tavar. And that's the main problem. Seeing as the clerics have got picky about who comes in and goes out of here, it's impossible to get by the guards without an ID card. And they took mine from me as part of their crackdown. Now they say I'm causing trouble. But what else is a businesswoman supposed to do when she has her business taken from her?
About your trade ban.
Yeah, don't tell me. But this, I mean, what? Are we supposed to throw rocks at the Albs when they attack? But the clerics want to keep all the guns for themselves and screw the rest of us. They call it neutrality, but I say it's oppression.
Alois knows you are expecting a new...
Does he now? Well, he always was the most... Still. Not from Tavar, obviously. They've blocked that route. Let's say I could get some weapons from these separatists, for example. Let's say they have weapons and need shards, and that they also have the business acumen of a stunned troll, so they need a salesperson. Me. What if I was to say that? And what if I was to say that I have to find someone who could enter and leave the city freely? If I was to say that, then what would you say?
I'd say you're walking a dangerous line.
I can't leave without profit. Hell, right now I can't eat without profit. So I need this deal. So if you blab, what have I lost? Nothing. And without any guns to show, it's just your word against mine. And even Alois isn't going to see that as justice.
I could help you get your weapons.
Good. Right. So, this is what you need to do. Leave the city and find a separatist called Radok. I think he's a separatist. But whatever he is, he's a mad fucker. I can't make sense of most of what he says. But he has the weapons, and he likes trade. I think he likes trade. It's hard to tell. He wants to sell the weapons, but you'll have to work on him, okay? He won't just hand them over.
Where can I find Radok?
Up in the Highlands. When we last spoke, he told me he was going to head over to the northeast. He mentioned an abandoned wind turbine. With luck, he'll still be out there.